Today on the podcast, we are featuring the Los Angeles-based group Flyght Club. This is the contemporary music project of artist Shavik Sharan. Exploring a vast array of musical genres, Sharan has created a unique sound that will touch your senses and speak to your soul. Learn more about him and listen to his song American Eyes. Welcome to the Eat, Sleep, Breathe Music podcast, where we talk all things music. I'm your host, Jeanette Kinzel, music blogger and enthusiast. Let's get started with today's episode. Just popping in to give you guys a heads up. This podcast contains paid promotional content. That means we were compensated for the feature. All opinions are our own, and we only choose to represent music that we truly dig. Now on with the show. Hey everyone, welcome to the podcast. Today I'm here to talk about Flyght Club. Flyght Club is a music project from the Los Angeles artist Shavik Sharan. Sharan is all about musical versatility. So this means his music has a wide range of musical influences. A lot of his music seems to stem from like classic rock and things like that. He had been influenced by bands like Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, and Eric Clapton. But he also likes to, dabble into the more, current music genre, as you would say. He likes to explore a lot of different things. The story behind Shavik is that he came here about 5 years ago from Pune, India, and he actually had been playing music for quite a while. I think he had grown up, as I said before, he was into classic rock. He was growing up on bands like Led Zeppelin and Eric Clapton. And I think it was about 5 years ago that he came over from India into Los Angeles. His dream was to kind of make it, play as a musician. It doesn't say specifically when he started playing music, but it seemed that he was pretty young when he started to pick up a guitar and just kind of, start playing inspired by those classic rock artists. And then he started to master the guitar. He went on to play in some local bands, and he won a bunch of rock band competitions. After the guitar, he found that he was interested in electronic music and wanted to start DJing. And so he got into the DJing scene, and then he started kind of getting known within his community. And he was playing a lot of shows in the city, and, he then started winning some DJ competitions. And about 5 years ago, he decided that he wanted to move to Los Angeles because he was, wanted to test his skills in the hub of the music industry. And then it was here that he actually started mastering the whole art of production and engineering and getting into that. And then he decided he wanted to do more, songwriting and singing. And that's kind of where the whole experimental project and this whole Flyght Club came from. So basically, he started singing and playing, and he has this whole culmination of music. Singing and songwriting were something that he never really thought about experimenting with before. And it was kind of actually that whole experimentation with the singing and the songwriting and the producing, engineering, that kind of gave birth to this project, Flyght Club. When you look at the name, it appears to be a band name, but it really was just the project that he had called himself, because he thought that, it was based on a concept that where anybody who's trying to rise and achieve their goals is giving everything they've got in order to get to where they want to be. And that's kind of part of the Flyght Club. So anybody who is supporting a vision is also part of that. The interesting thing about his project is that he's always kind of experimenting with different sounds and genres, and as he says, he's trying to constantly increase his music vocabulary. It's become kind of a versatile music. I think he, any flavor of music that he's feeling is going to be put into it. So far, I've only heard one track, but this song I really liked, and I thought it reminded me a little bit of very kind of multi-genre. It had a little bit of reggae. It had a little bit of, classic rock. It had a little bit of contemporary. It was very, very eclectic and very soothing and very emotive and very exciting. And, from the first notes, it was just very chill. And I really, really enjoyed listening to it. Sharan's ideal of this group and project is to really kind of make every song cater to the listener's specific moods and emotions. He wants them to feel exactly what he was feeling when he wrote this track. He's basically a one-man band, you know. He writes, produces, performs, and mixes all the songs himself, and then when he plays them live, he has a full band backing him, which is pretty cool because you think about, you know, the full band will probably make the music even more lush and full and emotive, and live music always makes music just sound so much better. The other thing I like about the song is that the vocals are pretty chill and just kind of very calming. You know, it's one of those songs that you can just kind of put on the background and just like if you're looking for, you know, a way to chill out or feel good or just kind of like, I don't know, for me, like music is helpful and music can be meditative, and it is one of those like very calming songs. So if you're feeling a little anxious, it's a nice track to put on in the background. You know, it's got that kind of reggae vibe, chillness, kind of, you know, sound to it. The other thing that's interesting is that the song is actually, it's got a very powerful message too. According to Sharan, he had said that the song is kind of, you know, you listen to it and you think it's a love song, but it's really not about a girl or a love. You know, it's more about the struggles of just kind of staying in the country, the United States. You know, as an immigrant music artist, he uses like a lot of heavy personification and metaphors that are essentially him singing to America. You know, kind of America has become personified as a woman, and, you know, she's like has all these enticing charms and opportunities, and she, you know, he tries to hold on to them and the dream of achieving the American dream and making it big here in the global music scene. And it's got a really, you know, it's an interesting message, and it's kind of like cool how there's like that, you know, underlying metaphor and double meaning behind it. And basically he's talking about how in the past 5 years he's encountered so many talented musicians like himself, all trying to achieve the same dream. Some people had gotten breaks and others didn't. You know, there's lack of work, and the exploration and the logistic issues cause people to kind of give up on their dream. And so he's basically singing to America, you know, as best as he does to try and hang on and court her and make her his own. And that's a pretty cool kind of, you know, underlying theme to the song. It's always interesting, like lyrics, you know, like I was saying, I know I had spoken before about I don't really listen to lyrics so much, and I'm trying to listen to more to lyrics to understand kind of like the other meaning of the song, because, you know, melodies can have a lot of emotion and feeling and make you feel a certain way, but lyrics, they can also do that. So this was kind of interesting to read about this and kind of understand that, you know, oh, he's not talking about a woman, or he's talking about a woman, but it's really, you know, his goal to be in America, which is pretty cool. It's always neat when there's like a double meaning to a song. And now I'm going to play the track for you, and you can take a listen and see for yourself.
Well, so I've been told that she's not one to cry inside, that she's an unsung war hero undermined because of time. But when I look at her eyes, sending chills down my spine, 'cause the truth can't hide. So I look to the skies, 'cause I'm so far those American eyes. Let me hold on to those American flies. That's got me addicted to your love. those American eyes. Let me hold on to those American thighs. That's got me addicted to your love.
There you have the song, and I hope you guys enjoy